Yo, what's up everyone? It's Mark here with M2M Detail. We're going to be installing a front bumper on this TLX. So I already got the cleaned up, got the film on. Didn't want to show you guys how we put the film on. It's rough when you're by yourself, but it's all good. Just unroll it as you go. But yeah guys, we're just going to start tacking this down. We have our pressurized sprayer, a little 5-gallon kegs. If you guys haven't checked out that video, check it out. And they come in handy when you're doing PPF, so you can keep everything nice and clean. But all right guys, let's start locking it down. We're just doing the front bumper right now. We just got done with the headlights. But yeah, let's get straight into it guys. So first things first guys, we're gonna be locking down key areas first. It's getting a little tacky, so let me release some of that pressure, get some soap in there. That looks a lot better. So let's start locking down our key areas. That fell down, so what we're gonna do with that, we'll spray some hot water real quick guys. And right there, and we're just tack that down real quick so we don't have to deal with that falling everywhere. So quick way to fix stuff falling guys, just tack it down real quick and you'll be good to go. All right, so let's see, we'll lock down this area first guys, right here. Get this all nice in. All right. We got that locked in. Now, we're gonna work right here. Grab it up. There we go. Now we got that done. Now we're gonna go over here guys. Check this area out. We want to get this one lined up. So you guys see how it's tacking down pretty hard over here. We're going to lift this film real quick. Make sure it's nice and loose a little bit. Get some soap in there guys. Same thing over here. Just make sure it's not tacking too much. There we go. That looks good. Now we got a lot more play as you can tell. So make sure all these lines match up. So let's come back over here. What we're gonna do is, so before we do that guys, we wanna clean this out. So we're gonna clean this out real quick. Make sure it's nice and clean. We're gonna tack down this corner right here. Okay, so now we got that lined up. Grab our squeegee. That looks good. So now we're gonna lock down this area right here guys. All my lines are looking very nice. Top line's looking good. So let's get this all cleaned up and then we can worry about the other areas after. So we got this area. We're gonna be stretching right here, so I don't wanna go too far. Just get around that sensor real quick. So with sensors, it's always a good thing to just tack them down, guys, instead of just squeegeeing out, because you will get a lot of air. So there we go. That looks good. Now let's work on this corner piece right here. I'll move you guys over so you can see that. All right. All right, guys. Now let's move over to this corner. Make sure everything's cleaned out. There we go. That looks good. So that doesn't, so we're gonna have to pull really hard. That's gonna be, you guys can see how big of a stretch this is gonna be. So first things first, throw some hot water on it, relax the film a little bit guys. But this is gonna be an intense little stretch. So a little bit more hot water guys. Hot water is gonna relax the film a lot when you're pulling it. So that's what we need it to do. And we're gonna grab it, and then we're gonna pull it. Once you guys got that pulled, to your point, walk down that top edge real quick, because that is a stretch. Now, so this all looks good, guys. We're a little high right here, as you see. When we pull it down, a lot of those fingers go away. We do gotta lift it up right here, because it tacked down right here. So we'll lift it up carefully. So we picked up a little bit of dirt, guys, so I had to lift that up and clean it. And my hand. We don't like any type of dirt under. So that's where these come in handy, guys. All right, let's try this again. All right, that looks good. So we don't have that little tension anymore. So we do that like that. This is all walk down. Let's pull this bottom side down right here. All right, guys, that should be real sometimes, all right? So you guys are doing these templates, you don't think they fit. You just really gotta stretch them. It's intense. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty strong, and that was hard. So now that we got that, you can see all these fingers are pretty much gone. The bottom line is nicely lined up, so let's work some of this out. We're gonna grab our PPF Hornet. Throw some hot water in there, guys. Try to tack that down real quick. Alright. So that looks good. Got a couple little fingers. We got this piece right here. 3M cards, guys, for these little tight areas. Throw a bunch of tack on there, hot water. Let that sit, grab it, and then we're just gonna let it flow up, hold it, try to get all of it. Anywhere else. What's lifting the film is the slip solution and water going right back into it. So you wanna try to move it away from wherever you're trying to tack. That's key, guys. So now we're just gonna clean this all up real quick. So let's throw some baby shampoo everywhere. Grab our PPF Hornet, make sure it's clean. We're gonna work this down now, because we already worked it up enough. So you can see these air, work that air out, guys. Now if you get some discoloration, where you try to move that air or something, you need to lift it up, put some more slip solution in it. But this is looking very good. So, just gonna work that air out a little bit. Get this down right there. Now guys, when you're going over these curves, I mean, you really want to make sure you're going over them. So that's why we go like this. So you see how it goes right over and you're not losing any contact. If you're going like this, you're going to lose contact. So you'll probably get some slip solution and air left over. But if you go like this, it never breaks contact until you flip off. So let's get this all down. Oh man, that looks good, guys. Throw some hot water in that one, come down at it, hold it, double check your area, make sure everything's looking good. That looks great, guys. I'm looking forward to doing the other side because that stretch was real. All right, so now that we got that done, we're gonna pull this piece, make sure it's out of the way, guys. For that, we're just just leave it up there for a minute. Let's get this bottom one done real quick while we're down here. So cleaning it. So first thing we gotta do, guys, is clean it all out. So get on the floor, whatever, clean this out, make sure everything's nice and clean. You can feel it with your hand. I can feel a little bit of pebbles and stuff. Not good. There you go. It feels nice and clean now. So give it another spray. Give that a spray. Now we're gonna throw some hot water right here. Kind of wipe down some of that slip solution, you know, because we got that shit everywhere. All right, guys. So these are a little tricky, but once you get the hang of them, so you can see how we just pulled it. We're just gonna hold it right there, just like that. Now we're gonna grab our Hornet and give that a little squeegee like that. Get it up, and right here you're gonna see we're gonna have a little issue. My bad, I'm in your way. Right here we're gonna have a little issue, guys, so we need to pull it back, throw some hot water in there, relax the film, and stretch it. Stretch it back into that corner, because that's the only way your film's gonna want to lay down on that type of bend, is a type of stretch. So I didn't stretch it enough, so we gotta lift it back up. Fold it over a little bit, so lift it back up. Let's give it a better stretch in, and you guys can tell it pulled the whole thing, which isn't good. Okay, we're having a little difficulties right here, guys. Pull down, and it's just tacking down too fast for it. There we go. Hornet. Almost got it. We got like a little flip where it kind of like folded over each other. So let's go. We gotta lift it back up somehow. There we go. Throw some hot water, guys. Lay that down nicely. Now remember, because it went in that little crack right there, we gotta get all that water out. Make sure you don't leave that. Well, no error. Try to get as much of the slip solution as possible. Alright, looks good. We'll get the rest out with the heat gun. So let's try wrap some of these edges real quick, guys. Get these edges down. For this bottom one right here, guys, we're just gonna clean it up with the Hornet real quick. So we'll go to the top, bottom. Make sure you're not losing any contact on these flip overs like this. As you guys can see, there's some fingers on the bottom, which I am not worried about right now. So we will deal with those later. Now let's, we're gonna lock down the other 2 points on the other side, and then we'll finish up the middle. Okie dokie, let's do it. So let's get some slip in here, guys. So this is all tight now. We gotta loosen this up. Make sure we got some playroom. Okay, that looks good. This is all nicely. We gotta lift that up a little bit. Get some more play. Whoop. You gotta see how fast those things fall, so be prepared. Some slip solution on top, guys, to make it easier for the squeegee. Let's lock down this point right here. PPF Hornet. Make sure we got that locked down. Just a little bit, guys. Nothing crazy yet. We're not going all out yet. We gotta clean this out. I see some dirt on here. Okay, looks good. There we go. So let's get this locked down, this little top piece right here, guys. Have this done so we don't have to deal with this anymore. Okay, looks good. Now we're gonna stretch this back over to it. You see how we're not all the way there yet. And then I'll pull this over a little bit. Okay. That looks rough as shit right there. Let's move. All right, guys. I'm gonna tack down that corner over there, and that's gonna be rough, but it needs to get locked down. We got too much going on over here. So let me lock this down. Okay. Good. That's pretty much pulled, guys. Now let's focus on this piece right here. I want this done. Okay. Now we got that right there. I'm going to pull this down. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. But you see we got some issues right here. We need to stretch it back down to the other side. I'm going to go over here real quick. All right, guys, so we got that stretched down back here. Now we need to worry about this area because this is looking a little weird. So what we're gonna have to do, see when we pull it, kind of goes away. So we'll have to pull it back a little bit. So, right here. Get this top in. You got a little finger right there, throw some hot water, guys. Get rid of it just like that. A little air. There we go. So now we got that out, looking good. Let's worry about this bottom, then we'll come back over here. Those are big. So we'll do that. Let me get you guys a better view. Alright guys, so I got you a better view hopefully. You guys can see what's going on. So we're gonna work this all out right now. Just pull this down, right? Get this air out. And pull that down. Let's finish it off over here. There we go. These are license plate holes, guys, and they cause issues when you're PPFing, let me tell you. So you gotta get some hot water by it, just so it tacks down right away, so you don't have to deal with it. So pretty much do some hot water. You see how it literally almost made it disappear right there. Get that down at that corner real quick. Now let's try to work some of this out real quick. Just get half of it done at least. Okay. So this half is looking good, guys. Get those little things out. So work on this side real quick. Okay, so I didn't want to lay down yet. There we go. Oh man. A little hot water. There we go. Work into that license plate hole, guys. Work this out real quick, and then work this down. Okay, now we just got this right here, guys. We're just gonna help guide it out. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Make sure this is nice and clean. Give it a nice little fill. See how it feels. Feels good. Some of that. Throw some hot water on it, rinse out some of this stuff on it. You try not to block your view, but I might block it. I'm sorry. So let's pull this all the way to that corner, just like so. Just like that, guys. There we go. Now, definitely need some more hot water real quick. Be right back. I'm back. So throw some hot water in these areas right here, guys. We want this locked down, like right now. So, a little hot water like that. Put some in there. Just like that. Money right there, guys. When it locks down like that, you know it's not lifting. So, no excess tension or anything. Everything's looking good. That out of the way. Let's go over this bottom edge real quick while we're here. So guys, that little corner piece, I just pulled it and stretched it around the curve so we can get that lay down flat right there, which it did. So all that looks good. All right guys, so we're pretty much done. We do have some leftover edges on the bottom we're gonna take care of. First things first, we're gonna dry the whole thing. We're gonna let it dry for a little bit, and then we're gonna go back around with the heat gun. I appreciate you guys watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't, and hopefully this is gonna help you guys out if you're trying to do a PPF install on the front bumper. Just remember to lock down your key points and make sure you're applying enough stretch for the material. If you don't stretch it enough, it's gonna be super hard to try to lay down. It's not gonna work out. But as always guys, Mark out.